Good evening, Burton Land families. This is Mr. Williams with our town hall meeting. This is the first one that we will have without being on Facebook Live. Hopefully, the link um, for this first YouTube video on our Facebook page. I want to just start off to communicate some information to you all related to some up and coming things that we have going on at Burton Glen. Those who can log on, um, I certainly appreciate it, and then those who can view this at a later point because this will be archived on our YouTube page as well as our Facebook page. I first want to start off by informing parents that as of today, our board of directors voted to um, allow 6th through 8th grade students to return back to the building after spring break in full capacity. That's 5 days a week. Beginning April 5th, 2021, we will be having our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in the building 5 days a week. We've been reaching out, contacting parents concerning if they want to transition from the hybrid or from the virtual to the in-person. And we got some responses from parents concerning that, but we'll continue to reach out. If you're a parent that's on the fence, just give us a call at the school and we can kind of talk you through the things that we're doing around safety. That'll put you in a better position to be able to make your decision. Okay. As well as we have a transportation meeting tomorrow because we know that the hybrid students are already on bus routes. However, if you're a virtual parent that's coming over to in person, we got to get you on a route. So it's important that we have that application from you all so that we can submit to MTA with your address on it so that we can get a stop over there in your area. Okay. Next thing I have to share with you all is spring break. Our spring break begins on this coming Monday, March 29th through April 2nd. While we're in spring break, we also will still continue to serve meals. That the only day we'll be providing breakfast and lunch is next week on Monday, which is the 29th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Ms. Lee and some of her preferred foods staff will be up at the building to meet your needs. So if you're a parent who are interested in receiving breakfast and lunch items on next week during the spring break, they'll be there to provide those items for you. The next item I have is the Voice of the Parent survey. Our Voice of the Parent survey will launch on April 6th, Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. I will send you all a link through School Messenger so that you all can take it because I'm not sure that everyone is going to get their link sent directly to their emails, or if anyone changed any emails, please let us know so that we can get you that link. It's very important that you give us your feedback. Our goal is that all of our parents strongly agree with the job that we're doing, as well as be highly satisfied. And so through this pandemic, we worked really hard to really establish and continue to grow the rapport that we have between school and home. So we'll be, again, sending that Voice of the Parent survey out to you. It's going to be extremely important that you get that done for us. It's not a long survey. I believe it's about 12 questions that they're going to ask. Each parent who completes the survey and inform us that they completed the survey or inform their child's teacher, we're going to incentivize our students for that. So parents complete surveys. We'll look at incentivizing our students. We have a variety of incentives from dress downs to snacks and other things that we have at the building level. But ultimately, we want our parents' feedback so that we can see where we are and then kind of analyze that and then measure it around where we need to go. Okay. Virtual parents. I want to talk specifically to virtual parents real quick. For all of the parents who have been virtual all year or have transitioned back to being virtual, now is your opportunity to transition into an in-person learning model. With vaccinations happening and people really paying attention to social distancing and the things along those lines, we're in a position to be able to have them come back into the building. And as I've always stated, you can contact me at the school. Parents, if you're someone is interested in having a tour, so that we can walk you through and show you all of the precautionary measures that we have put in place for you all. Um, and for our students as well as our staff. And because of those precautionary measures, we remain safe at Burton Glen. So again, if you're a parent that's virtual and you're still on the fence and you're still considering bringing them in an in-person model, please contact us. We'll set up a tour for you, walk you through, a day in the life of a student in a particular grade, and we'll go from there. So just let us know. We're prepared to meet your needs in any capacity. Next item. Power of Seven. If you haven't, if you haven't already, you should have received a link from your child's teacher to complete the Power of Seven. The Power of Seven is a very important parent engagement system that we have. And again, all parents who complete the Power of Seven, we incentivize parents. And what it is you watch 7 videos and you answer questions and you're done. Okay. Parents who have completed that thus far, I appreciate you. I thank you. Congratulations to you. Other parents who haven't completed that, we're asking that you please do so. If you haven't received anything regarding the Power of Seven, please contact your child's teacher because they have the information. And our plan is by the end of April is to have a Power of Seven parent graduation. So all parents who have gone through and watched all the videos, we want to be able to graduate you with your certificates and other incentives that we have. We have Power Parent hoodies, bumper stickers, and other things that we want to give to you. But ultimately, we want your engagement around getting that done. There's a healthy building level competition. So teachers will be reaching out to you concerning you completing that and making that happen. Summer learning. Summer learning, we're in the planning stages of our Summer Learning Academy. It's going to start July 12th and it's going to go through August 12th. It's going to be 5 weeks of intensive instruction around English, language arts, and math. Those are going to be the focus areas. It is important because our students have been out of school and COVID has interfered with a lot of instruction. We're really opening up the doors for all of our students to be a part of this 5-week Summer Learning Academy, which we're going to be providing intervention, backfilling, focusing on the high priority standards for all of our students. There's not a student that's going to attend our Summer Learning Academy that's not going to grow academically. We've got a sound plan in place. The program is being coordinated by Mr. Smith. So any questions that you have around summer learning, I sent out the invitation. We sent out the applications, both home hard copies, and I also pushed it through School Messenger. So it doesn't matter how you apply. We want to make sure you do apply so that we can reserve your child's seat right now. It's going to start in July, but we're planning right now. So it's important that you let us know. All parents who have students that are performing below grade level, as well as students who are right now sitting in a possible retention status, it's important that you take advantage of this because this will make the difference between a student being in the same grade level next year and being able to move on. And we're also going to have a track for our accelerated students. So this is essentially open up to everyone. We're going to look at different tracks of it. We're going to put a lot of planning into it. It's going to be Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 2:30. We will be providing transportation via MTA. So it's important that you give us your actual address on the application, not your two cross streets. Give us your actual address because they're going to put it in the system in order to create a whole nother deal of routes there. Anything related to our Summer Learning Academy, we want you to get in now because we're planning now. Again, reach out to Mr. Smith. You can give him a call at the school and he'll be able to give you more information and answer any questions that you may have related to that. Our school year, let me talk about our school year 21-22 relatively quickly. And again, I'm speaking to the parents that are still in virtual learning, in a virtual learning model. We as of today, we will not be offering a virtual learning model in the fall of this school year. So that is one of the main reasons why we want to talk through transitioning your child back into the building for in-person learning. We feel like, and we've seen the data, and the data really doesn't support that virtual is the best model for our kiddos. Real-time instruction, being in the classroom, having face-to-face learning take place with teachers is the most effective for us. We see data that has declined. Other areas of performance have declined. So we really want to get back to the model that we deem and know that is the most effective, and that is in-person learning. So my hope is that our virtual parents are planning on transitioning them back, if not in April, after spring break, which was when the fourth quarter begins, certainly during our Summer Learning Academy. That's another opportunity to transition them back in person. So again, any questions related to any of the things that I've spoken to thus far, don't hesitate to give me a call at the building. Reach out to your child's teacher, reach out to the dean. We'll get your question answered for you. Finally, I want to thank and extend my gratitude to the parents who have been picking their children up from school. I've asked that you all, when you pull up, that you will remain in your vehicles up until 3:05 so that we can get all of the transportation students that are riding the buses cleared out on the buses, pushed out, headed home, so that we can open up dismissal for you to be able to come. And so you're not walking around children, you're not walking through them, they're not interfering with your path. So kudos to you all, parents. I appreciate that. Because of your sacrifice of that 5 minutes sitting in your cars, it really is making our dismissal process a lot smoother. We have some parents that forget and they get out the car, and we just give them a reminder that it's 3:05 when we call you out. So again, I thank you so much for the support that you have provided for us. I'm going to run through these items one more time. We're going to archive this again so that parents who are not on can get this and be able to view it. 6th through 8th grade, we are bringing them back into the building. April 5th, 2021, our 6th through 8th graders will be coming to school 5 days a week. The parents who are hybrid, they already have stops. The parents who are virtual coming back in person, we would need to get a bus application from you, a transportation application from you. We've been calling all hybrid parents. We'll continue calling virtual parents on tomorrow, and we will fill out the transportation application for you. You don't have to come up to the school. to fill anything out. We'll get your information because it doesn't require a parent signature. We can get your information right over the phone and turn that in. We want to be of convenience for our families. Spring break. Another reminder, spring break begins on this coming Monday, March 29th, and it goes through April 2nd. So it's important that no students be dropped off at school. They need a break. We need a break. And certainly our teachers need a break. And it's a well-deserved break. I think everyone has worked hard thus far. And so having a break now puts us in a position to kind of recharge our batteries and then come back for the stretch run up through June. And during that spring break next week, on Monday, March 29th, Preferred Meals will be distributing breakfast and lunch items for all of our families that are interested in still coming up to the school to pick up food. Those will be given out right at the parent room door, right in the front. We have signage there, and that's going to take place from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Virtual parents. I've talked to you all, and again, I want to encourage you all to start to transition those kiddos back into the building. You can do so by calling Miss Sandy at the school and letting her know that you want them off of virtual and you want them back in person. Those who are on the fence, give me a call. We'll set up tours so you can see what things look like. But we need a commitment from you. April 5th is the start point for you. So keep in mind that if you're going to transition, we need to know now because tomorrow is going to be our last day of instruction until April 5th. Power of 7. We talked about that. You're receiving a link from your child's teacher. If you haven't received that, please reach out to your child's teacher. Bug your child's teacher to be able to get that link so that you can watch those 7 short interactive videos. Okay. And every parent that completes that will be receiving incentives, as well as your child receiving incentives for you completing that. Once you complete that, let your child's teacher know, hey, I completed my Power of 7. I watched all the videos. We get reports every week, so we'll know specifically who completed it and who didn't. But it's always good for you to just send a little message to your child's teacher, letting them know that you completed that. That's going to be very important because we're planning a graduation ceremony at the end of April for all parents who've completed the Power of 7. Summer learning. I talked about our Summer Learning Academy and the fact that we've got that scheduled from July 12th through August 12th. That gives our kids a break in June. We get at it in July, and then they get another break in August before we start school back up at the end of August. Burton Glen we have completed the Labor Day waiver. So this point moving forward, actually this school year was the first year that we've done it, but now we're able to start school before Labor Day. And that's beneficial because we get more instructional days in with our students. We get to start earlier so that we don't have a lot of that summer loss that's happening. So parents, again, please take advantage of our Summer Learning Academy. It's going to be an intensive intervention summer focused on ELA and math. That's English, Language Arts, and Math. And we're going to be focusing on our priority standards for each grade level. And we're going to grow our children. If you're feeling like your child is behind, you want them in our Summer Learning Academy. And it's going to be from 8:30 to 2:30. Transportation is going to be provided. Breakfast and lunch will be provided also. And then on Thursdays, we also are going to be having some trips, some field trips and activities. So it's going to be a fun summer for our students, but it's going to enable us to fill some gaps that are there. If you're a parent your child is struggling, you want them in there. If your child is accelerated, you want them in there. If they're at grade level, you want them in there. And certainly if you are a parent who has been informed by your child's teacher that he or she is going to be possibly retained, then you certainly want to take advantage of that. But any questions or comments or concerns concerning that, just give us a call at the school. The main point person, who's our district coordinator for our Summer Learning Academy, is Mr. Tom Smith. So that's the person you want to reach out to concerning any questions that you may have. School year 2021. As I said earlier, it is a year that we will not be offering virtual learning. Sorry, virtual parents. We've got to get them back in person so that we can do something more impactful instructionally. And so we're preparing you all now. You can segue April 5th, or you can segue July 12th to get them from virtual back into the rhythm of in-person learning. But as of right now that could change, but as of right now, the plan is not to offer virtual learning in the fall. We want full in-person. That gives us more months of getting people vaccinated, which we've done a phenomenal job of. A lot of us, including myself, has already received both dosages. We have several staff members who have gone through it. Hopefully, at some point, we'll get to the pediatricians with the vaccination, so that parents can feel more comfortable. And then for parents who don't feel comfortable with that, we're still continuing to social distance. We're still continuing to practice all of our safety precautionary measures that we put in place at Burton Glenn. Finally, I just want to again thank all of the parents at Burton Glenn for partnering with us this year. It's been a troubling year. It's been a struggle, but we've yet persevered and we've gotten through it. And so we keep moving. I mean, one of the biggest characteristics of Flint and the people in Flint is perseverance and resilience. And so we've been able to really exemplify that this school year just by fighting through every obstacle that's been put in front of us. So again, we thank you. And I speak on behalf of our authorizer, National Heritage Academies, our board of directors, the entire staff at Burton Glenn, saying to all of our power parents, we appreciate you. We thank you, and please remain safe, remain diligent, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great night.